the Quran. This is a translation by Abdel Halim. So I'm not a believer in really any organized religion, but I've always been fascinated by religion. So I have a bunch of several Old Testaments, New Testaments, and discussions about those and different translations. And this is my, and I've got something on Buddha and something on Hinduism, none of which I've delved into very, very deeply. I've got them and I look at them sometimes and think, yeah, let me learn more about this. And this is my attempt at the Quran. I have to say, I did not do well. Okay, here's the hardback. It is a hardback, that is. Here's the dust jacket. And of course, some people say that, look, any translation is not going to, this is an Oxford University Press, is not, doesn't work for the Quran. That's a religious claim. This one is, it's nice. It's bound in this cloth. Let's see if I can get you some texture there. Yeah. And this gold lettering. There is texture there. You can feel the lettering there. I say it didn't go well because I think that if you're going to read the Quran, you have to actually know how to read it. Yeah. And so what I did was I bought the thing and then I just started reading it. I read some of the introduction. It's a rather pretty long introduction. And then I just started reading it. It's just, it doesn't work that way. And so then I started doing a little bit of research. Well, what's the best way to read it? You know, how do you get something out of it? How do you actually understand what people are talking about? And to be honest, it seemed challenging and I was not up for the challenge at the time. So someone lately, I just happened to be at a book fair and I was talking about that and someone overheard me and said, you should read the sort of later parts of the book before the first parts of the book. So maybe I'll do that. In any case, this edition has very, very smooth white pages or white paper. The text is very clear, not particularly large, but not small, not like you might think. You know, in some Bibles, for example, the text is very small, the paper is very thin. This is, it's nothing to write home about, but it's not particularly thin, and the text isn't particularly small. It's, it has very minimal little sort of notes down there at the bottom. Here's some more. Okay, that does a little bit better, but you know, some would have as much commentary as it would have the writing, and that's probably what I would need if I were going to have a real go at it. So I can't say very much about this book because, except that I'm interested in it, but not interested enough to do the hard work. Not yet, anyway. But if you're, you know, interested in a sort of a book to have a look at and try to dip into it, you could do worse than this one. It's comfortable. It's a good size to hold in your hand. It's easy to read. So that's the Quran, or Qu'ran. I've noticed that I say it both ways. The translation is by Abdel Halim, and this is an Oxford University Press edition.